Hey kids, it's your dad. Welcome back to Void Stranger. Before I get into this, I wanted to jump into a little bit of a mini review. I'm worried about Gray's mental state. When I play through as Lily, you look at the bathroom, there's pills everywhere, the house is a mess, there's rotten food in the fridge. There's two things I'm worried about. Number one, Gray seems to be doing poorly. I know that there are a lot of parents that deal with trauma and they hold it together while their kids are still in the house as long as they can. And sometimes when their kids get older, that trauma rears its head and it's unavoidable. I have this picture of Gray raising Lily and just trying her damnedest to get it right, to keep it together, to navigate this world she barely understands. I mean, shit, the last time we saw her, she was wearing a suit and getting a job and buying a house, and that's incredible. But carrying the guilt of leaving Princess Lily behind, my guess is that it just ate away at her. But I don't know where she's gone. Tying back to that, there was this moment, I pieced this together. There was this moment at the end of Void Stranger Gray when there was this image of a small hand handing a flower to a large hand. And in my mind, this was Princess Lily handing her child to Gray, very metaphorically. And then when you go in the house and you see the plants, and Lily thinks you were never good with flowers anyway. It's heartbreaking. Very clearly, Lily holds some resentment to Gray. And I imagine it's because Gray constantly talked about the Void Lords of the Void and all of this stuff because all she could think about was Princess Lily. And it almost seemed like she was trying to prepare Lily to go save her mom. And Lily just grew to resent it and moved out and wanted nothing to do with her. And so then what happened to Gray? Where is she? She's not the one that called me here. Nobody called me here. Fucking Sif scared my ass into the void. And why did Sif do that? And the last thing I wanted to call out, I hypothesized, where is it? Where is my giant grid? I hypothesized that Tail looked like Princess Lily's mom, Queen ? When we saw her first as Gray. And one of the things I noticed in this dance scene, again, just watching everything through, this silhouette was not Gray and Princess Lily. I think it's Gray and the Queen. And if you look at the hair, I feel crazy. I feel like an insane person with one of those cork boards. If you see the hair, it's got the two little sort of tails coming down. It's got the big sort of poof in the front. And I would imagine if Tail turned her head all the way to the side, you would see a little bun in the back. But it's that same short hair with this sort of side wispy things trailing down. This, in my mind, cemented this is the Queen. We are looking at an image of the Queen, and how much must that have absolutely killed Gray? And she just had to converse with this Tail, with her, maybe not legally, but her wife's face. Fuck, that's heavy. You know what else is heavy? These levels. This game has gotten so much harder. I am down to 3 crickets. This level seems pretty easy. This mural is filled with inscriptions. It reads, "Only a craving remains." This is B's territory, right? That's B. We know that's B. Alright, well, that's 2 free levels. This one doesn't seem that different, except that I need to get rid of that statue, and I don't know what that does for me. I'm gonna say it doesn't really slow me down, but I could be horribly wrong about this. I don't want this. Although I could use this possibly to kill... Can I? I actually don't think I can. Without a lot of heartache. To kill... Oh, maybe I can. Hold on. It's there for a reason. And we can do this, and this, and this. But the real question is... Yay! I don't know why I had to do that, it felt like the right thing to do. Because I hate those weird crow things that are... The crows that aren't crows. Oop. Thanks, wings. Could I have done this in a much easier way? Probably, but that's not why we're here. I also, as I was watching through the last couple of sessions, had this idea of how hard these would be without the tools that I have available. And are these tools making it... Is there... Am I somehow selling myself short in... That's not what I was trying to do. Am I somehow selling myself short in... This isn't gonna work. Okay. In using these tools, like... I feel like I didn't have confirmation, but I felt like Infinity would have maybe not had a voided ending, but I think maybe it would not have ended quite as well. You acquired 3 Locust idols. Lucky or just good? Lucky. And I'm hoping that this isn't something similar where... And again, some of this is just in my mind, that I'm not headed towards a bad ending. We will see. If I head down, I'm toast, so I don't like how that happened. You I can kill. Not that toast. Gotcha. Trick works every time. Okay, once again, I need to have these open because I am not paying nearly enough attention to the maps that I'm on. Is this one of them? It is not. Okay. Let's head down. So if I head down, you'll head here. If I head here, you'll head here, and we will have a problem. What if I head down from here and kill you that way? And I can do the same thing. Oh no. Why would I want to kill you? Take me. I see. Interesting. Oop. Oh, bad. Real bad. Okay. How can I get this crow to... shit! I could have done that if I wanted to. Oh, okay. This is what I'm saying. These are hard. Alright, so... I have to be careful to keep these 2 chuckleheads away from each other. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. Now... Oh, but we have a problem. It's not that bad. Is it? Ooh, boy. Is there anything I can do about this? Because I really need you to stay there. Oh. Boy. Oh, what am I doing? I can move the buttons. Hang on, you go. No, I really can't move anything, actually. And that would be much easier if I could. Ooh, almost had it. How can I do this without getting killed? I am burning through these crickets. Alright, I had to think about this. Like, stop and really think. So there are two ways that I could... I think I want to get this one to here and this one to here. And I wonder if... What is the easiest way to do that? Right now what I'm thinking is to bring this one up here, but then to put that back. Oh boy. Guess we'll keep experimenting. Okay. This is the same dilemma that I was in before. And now I want to see if I go the wrong way. These two won't run into each other, but they will kill me. Can I use one to stop the other? Probably not. What happens if I bring you... here. And then there. Okay. Oh no, I just sandwiched myself. Okay, this is really not going well. I really have to think hard about this. So, again, let me think backwards. So there needs to be a state where, let's say this guy is on this button. Then this guy would need to be here. And I pull him down. I go in here and then down here. So in order to get... I know how to get this guy on this button. And then... But maybe that's actually the wrong thing to do first. Maybe the first thing I should do is get this guy over here. It doesn't really matter. This whole level is... Oh, yeah, see, now we're back to the start. Okay. Alright. I almost have what I want. Oh, except that... I don't want that because this level is not symmetric because the exit is on the right. And so what I want is this person here. Oh boy. Yeah, this is the same place I keep getting. Yeah, I really only have one option there. Okay, we'll bring you here, like that. Ooh, no, that's very bad. Did this help? No, it did not. Because if I do this and get you on, like, if I pick this up and get this guy here, there's no way for me to get him on this button. So he needs to be here. And the only way for him to be here is for me to go down here and pick this up. But if I go down here and pick this up, he moves. Alright, can I get everybody back to their starting positions, please? Now this is interesting. They are... Interesting. Can I use this? Can I use this? I don't feel like I can, but I want to. How can I use this? Okay. No, if I have to go down twice, and it's just gonna call them both back to exactly where they just were. Except that they just killed each other, and now I'm out of options. Alright. We have one cricket left. I think we'll be okay. Alright, so, working backwards. Again, I need you to be here, and I need you to be here. And I think perhaps I need to get you here first. And then work my magic elfways. Well, hell. No, that's actually fine. As long as I do what? I'm in the same position, though. I could. Oh no, if I step in that spot, they're going to crash into each other. And I can't really get rid of this. Now we're sunk. I thought I had it. Can I get them to pile up in a way that's helpful to me? Oh, that's not helpful. Again, this is a mechanic they built into the game, so why wouldn't I use it? It's just like an extra locust. I don't think. Right? You won't tell. Right? I don't know what I just did. It's just, I'm having a moment. We know it starts with moving one of these guys over. And I actually wonder if... Oh, I just had a thought. Might not be a good one. Does that make any sense? How did I do that? Oh, I feel like this is close. Somehow, it's definitely not close, but it feels close. Actually... I did it! That was so cheap. Okay. So I need my boy. What do I need him to do? No problem. Easy. Right? Oh, right. This. Do. Do. Dun. Oh, this one actually isn't as hard as I was worried about. We'll keep going down. Oh, I need all of these to die. I think I can manage. Something like that. Ooh. Alright. Done. Next. Man, I'm liking these harder puzzles. Like a lot. Uh-oh. No! Why? There we go. Okay. Done. Now, is there something here? No. Oh my god, why didn't I do the triple trick? I'm losing it. Is this anything interesting? Oh, I could do that a lot here, actually, if I kill this thing. Oh, but I need that thing. Wait. Alright. we can do this all day, son. Did I do the middle two yet? No. This is great. Can't catch me. We can get these two. Oh, this is so many crickets. This is the best ever. Who needs skill? Alright, first come here. What's it here? Oh boy. There, no shoot. Now let's see if I can get this guy to time this up accordingly. Beautiful brand. This is 67. This is B's area, right? This is... What's B's brand? This one. Now... I had these arranged by... So what does B's brand give us? Did that give us... It didn't give us memory, it gave us wings, which we already have, but is it different with Lily? I wonder. Only one way to find out. Alright, that was easy. Time to start constructing this nonsense. Down here. Okay. I'm gonna put this somewhere where it won't get in the way. Almost there. Are we? And then this one goes here. There's B. Look at that face. Oy. So creepy, B. So creepy. So what have we here? Yeah, this was the wings. It's empty. Wait, there's a note inside. It's written in a language you can read. It reads, in case you forgot how to use them, you can fly over small gaps with these. Just leap and believe in yourself. Only I had wings of my own. Please give me wings. B. The message makes little sense to you. Those are some wings you got there. Just don't try to push things while floating around. You'd probably regret it. Don't ask how I know. Is there anything in these areas that I should be... What happens if I die in this area? Nothing special. Just wait 6 seconds and see what happens. There is some experimentation I want to do later on. I think my goal right now, if I haven't stated it directly, is to just get to the bottom with Lily and see why I'm here. Okay. So, nothing crazy. I need to stop wasting crickets. Oh, there's 3 in here, and I just need to get out of here? Are those 2 sitting on buttons? That's what I see. Oh boy. How? What? Are they really all sitting on buttons? Because as soon as I move down, they're gonna both meet in the middle and die. Unless I block one of them in. But if I block this person in, then this person comes out. What? And there is no way. Why? What is happening? Alright, so, oops. So I have him blocked in. If I go down here, he comes across, and I have no way to get him to come back over. I can get him to go down, but if... Oh boy. Now, is there... What I need to do is find a way to put the block that I'm carrying in this hole right here, but I can't do that at the moment. But because then I can pick up this one and I can go. But that's too obviously the answer. I could use my crickets with the bee statue, but again, that feels like a cop-out. So how can I not have these bozos kill each other, but also not have them get stuck? Oh, it talks back to me. Interesting. Like, if I go down... Oh god. What was that supposed to do for me? Whoops. Now see, there's nothing I can do with these 2 yokels. I could perhaps move the buttons? Does that make sense? Perhaps? I could put a button here. That. But then I would need to trap. Actually, not this one. I need to trap that one up. Then I could do this. And I move first, so I get to go out. That was actually not as hard as I thought it was going to be. And now I regret. Okay, so I need to get... What do I need? I can't pick up... This would be really hard without wings. But I think with wings it's not bad. I can... kill the bird. I didn't want to kill the bird. Why do I do that? Okay, so I don't want to kill the bird. I want to lead the bird away. Oh, well, nope. It's like, or I could kill the bird and then leave this statue. This statue needs to go. And so what we really need to do is build a platform for my bird friend so that they can... What are we doing here? No, if I go down twice, I'm dead. I want that. Interesting. Okay. We have a bit of a problem here. No, we can do this. Yeah, we just want to give him a place to live, you know? Yeah, this works. And I go first. Okay. Is this gonna be a tough one? What do we want? Oh boy. I want him stuck here, but not on oh, not on the stairs. I want him stuck on a button. How do we get that to work? I can do this and perhaps coax him that way. Would that help? I don't think that would really help, though. In fact, it may hinder us significantly. Good thing I have these wings. Alright. Oh, well, I'll take one. And get out. I should probably have figured that out first. Alright. We have a black automaton here, and I'm here. I need automaton to get down to a button, and I need to get up the stairs. If automaton falls, it's over. And automaton moves opposite of me completely, right? Okay. Can I do this? Oh boy. What have we done here? That ain't gonna work. Alright. Interesting. If I turn right, he's gonna go left. I'm just trying to give him, you know, a place to be. Ooh, if I go right, we're all dead. are we going to do this? I want to get the stairs up to that open square. How are we going to do this? Because if I pick this up and I go over, and then if I go... Interesting. No, we still have the same problem. Is this better? Oh man, no it's not. Holy hell. Okay. We need more blocks over here, is the answer. Or... we need to be able to move the button. Alright, this gives me some freedom to move up and down. Okay. Is that something I can work with? I am worried that if I go across the glass, I will end up stuck on the same side as our automaton friend. That will not work for me. Okay, if I do what I want to do there, we are done for. There we go. Can we make this work? Perhaps. Okay, now... ooh, interesting. Now I have stairs in my hand. Oh man, we are close, but no cigar. So if he moves to the right, if I move to the right, he moves to the left. So I need the stairs there. I don't know that I can get there from here. Ooh, what have we done to ourselves? We really trapped ourselves. No. Yeah, we really trapped ourselves. We have done it this time. So close. And yet so far away. I would really like to put... Now, can I... This... Okay. Is this okay? It is not okay. Well, hang on. Oh, have we done this? Have we done it? I think we've done it. Holy crap, sorry, that was so intense. Now, does this look like anything to me? I vaguely remember this. It was just blank spaces, though. Also, oh, these are already triggered. So I need to find a path to hit that. Push the statue off without dying. This, I think, is not as hard as it could be if I didn't have the wings. So if I come down here, connect it to here, down here, push this guy over. I don't even have to push it, actually. I can just, at that time, break everything. I love the wings. I don't suppose I could have talked to those rocks. There were two of them, so they wouldn't tell me anything anyway. Is there anything else in this room that I need to worry about? I'm going to once again check my riddles over here. Anything look kind of familiar here? Not even a little bit. My hypothesis is that this X tells me that there is something here. And given the gem symbol here, I'm wondering if there are hidden gems in these levels. But I just need to find a floor plan that matches this. Or one of these three. There we go. What are we looking at here? We are looking at a hand that we don't care about. This doesn't look like any of the maps, no. Okay. A hand that we don't care about. We kill the hand, doesn't matter. What we really need to do is push the statue onto the button. In order to do that, we need to pick up the button. Put it over here. Push the statue onto the button. Kill the hand for fun. And leave the area. I don't understand how people would do this without these. What is the difference? That one is on broken glass. Breaking glass. The other two are not. So what is my challenge here? My challenge here is to get... Obviously it's to get to the exit. If I... Challenge to get to the exit. Excuse me. It is... Oh boy, it is late here. The challenge is to get to the exit while not dying. Obviously. I think with my wings... I can do this. No, I cannot. Thought I could put them here, but that was interesting. Let's crap out here. That didn't work. Attempt number 2. So I need to get to these. Are you standing on a crystal? There are not a lot of pieces of solid ground here. I thought they were standing on solid ground, but they are standing on glass that is breaking. You are standing on solid ground, sir. I need you to go away down here. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move right, pick this up to block you from coming here. What does that let me do? I think I can go here. Oh no. I actually want you to come down. Interesting. No. Oh dear. I think I could rush to the exit now if I wanted to. I would be missing a crystal. Would I be missing a crystal? Is there a way to get that crystal? Let's see here. Perhaps it is this. Got it. Beautiful. Does this look at all familiar? This does not look familiar. It looks familiar in that... Oh, this should be relatively straightforward, I think. Should be. So if I go up here, you go here, I go here, you go here, we kill each other, or rather, I kill you. That was easy. I can do this with you as well. Perhaps. If no, oh boy. Because if I go over here, you're gonna knock me off. Why is my first instinct always to die? Oh dear, I should have plugged this hole first. And now I am cooked. Stab! And now my battery is low on my controller. Okay, so the first things first. This one we've got. Pretty straightforward. Now we plug this hole. And I can bring this friend back and forth as needed. And we can count 1. I'm going to use my hand on the monitor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I come at him from this angle, done. Sometimes I have to count my fingers like a child. Okay. So we have 3 triangle, I was gonna say pentagrams? Trigrams, maybe? Trigrams? And 1 crow. 2 buttons on the corners and no way to really move things. So I believe my goal is to get a crow on a corner and then make a bunch of copies of myself to push the other button. What do you think? What do you think, crow friend? You want to... Ooh, interesting. Okay. Oh no. I see. Why do you keep making me think, game? What if I... Actually, I don't know why it mattered. I want to go this way. God damn it. This really isn't that hard. Is it? It's just a matter of using the old noggin. Interesting. I think a couple more rounds should do it. Oh no! How dare you! I had it! I thought I moved first. And I did not. Okay, so it's just a matter of making sure that we do this correctly. Alright, we'll make a couple extra rounds here just to make sure our train is long enough. This will work now because I have a button here. I have what still looks like a Lady Gray shadow down here who will move here when I go up. Okay. Oh, this one doesn't actually seem to be that changed. We'll just kill you and move on with our lives. You're dead? Good riddance to you. Alright, well those weren't so bad. Now I need to kill these 2. Which would be much harder without the sword. And there are regular tiles here. This does not look like any of my rooms. So my only worry is... You're not my worry. So again, we're gonna count 1, he'll move here, 2, he'll move here, and then we have a, so if I come up here, you're dead. You know what, Statue of Love? I'm just gonna push you in the void because I hate you. And it's a new memory. Oh man, I could do some serious shenanigans, some serious cricket shenanigans here. But I'm not going to. Why don't we watch the video? A cutscene. A lone birch tree stands in the void. This area feels safe, and since you've been traveling for quite some time already, would you like to rest for now? Yes, I would. This hurts my brain. These puzzles are actually hard. I really like it. I really like the increase in difficulty. I like that I'm getting to use my wings to their fullest extent, that my sword comes in handy more often than not. I wonder if there are other tools available. Like, I still think there's a way to teleport to that one rock. Ooh, what is this? In the beginning, when sky and earth were still one and the same. This sounds like some deep lore. A flower bloomed, lighting up the space with stars. Okay, this is a creation myth. Beings who basked in their light were granted both thought and emotion. Among those beings were humans. Okay. Filled with gratitude, people began to pray to the stars, but the stars did not answer them. It's sort of like Johann praying to the stars and then cursing his fate. Maybe they can't hear us from this far, people thought. There's the Tower of Babel. With their combined efforts, the worshippers built a great tower. These are symbols that are in the pause menu. Atop of it, humans were able to grow wings and fly as far as the eye can see. These winged messengers took flight, hoping to one day reach the stars they so admired. Time passed until one day something unexpected happened. This feels like... I'm gonna reach back to my Wheel of Time days, where they talk about history passing into myth, myth passing into legend, and then legend eventually being forgotten. And they have these... oh man. They have these, like, deep legends, old ancient stories that they tell, and if you haven't read The Wheel of Time, it's a huge commitment, but it's one of the best fantasy series I've ever read. They have these like ancient myths, and you'll read these myths and you'll be like, wait a second, that's something that happened. So one of the ones that I remember is these two giants, Mosk and Merc, and they had spears of light that they could throw at each other, and that was, you know, Russia and the U.S. with their nuclear weapons. Or King Arthur showed up as someone named the Great King Archer Hawkwing, and there were connections to our time period, but because everything was a big circle, that those connections were often, like, the stories were often garbled, so that you could kind of, like, as a contemporary human in this setting, you could, like, recognize parts of it. But then this is intentionally drawing from the Tower of Babel and maybe a little bit of Icarus, but I'm also seeing ancient myths maybe about space flight. And I'm thinking, if this is a civilization 100,000 years in the future, they're looking back to, like, the 1960s, 100,000 years in the past, and they have their own mythos about reaching the stars. Ooh, a star has fallen down. People rejoice with excitement as they gathered around it from far and wide. Oh, hang on. We saw this at the opening cutscene. It was this exact shape that fell towards Earth. Is it the comet, or is it the alien spaceship? Had the stars finally heard their prayers? This must be an answer. But the fallen star didn't shine like the others, it was black. Oh. Look at those four eyes in the middle. Are these the Void Lords? Its light was a completely black and cold void. From that light arose beings of unspeakable horror. Look at those eyes, too. Beings that preyed upon the weak-minded, offering them power and eternal life. For them, humans were nothing but playthings, a fertile ground to sow their seeds of disorder and deceit. This is so good. When people saw the true nature of these demons, they sealed the fallen star within the tower and buried it so deep no one would ever see its light again. What the hell? But it was all too late. For demons had already found their way into man's heart. And so, just like people had once learned to admire the stars, they also learned to fear them. Whoa! Mom? Yes, dear? Oh, look at Gray. Could you read me a different story before bedtime for once? Oh, Gray can't let it go. She can't let it go. Could you read me a different story before bedtime for once? I've heard this one so many times already. Most have already forgotten this story completely. It's very important that you remember it. But why? Demons aren't real. Right? Of course not. And even if they were real, I would protect you from them. So you've got nothing to fear. I'd still like to hear Sleeping Beauty instead. How about I read it to you next time? Promise? Promise. Now, time to say goodnight. Good night, Mom. I love you. And she wouldn't call her mom before. I mean, she must know by this point that she's not Gray's biological child. All right, we'll take a break there. That was some heavy lore. I probably need to go back and watch that. I think that's going to make some good meaty lore for the next State of the Void. In any case, I'll see you guys in the Void. Love you. Bye.